Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another interactive chat, volume 1. I totally made this thumbnail idea up, didn't take inspiration from anything else. The name, totally made it up myself, didn't steal it from anyone, nope. Hope everyone's having a great time out there, man. We've got a little bit of news and stuff to talk about. Should be a grand old time. Let me make sure I've got the chat above here, because this is very interactive. We're going to be talking PSVR, PSVR 2, PlayStation 5, Amazon. I'm about to get your names here because I know there's probably some of you. There we go. What is up, Blue Jew? The Underground Game Cat Elite Name Squad in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. But yeah, so without further ado, of course, for those who aren't aware, my usual co-hosts, Dave Station VR and Brian Paul from PSVR Without Parole. Brian's on vacation. Hope you're having a good one out there, man. Having fun. And Dave is sick, who's not having a good time. But I hope you feel better, brother. And hope you do. Hope you get well soon. So, what is up, Offcore and Hasib Mirza? I'm so Ronry. Yeah, man. But so just a quick recap. I haven't done one of these since the first Spotlight event over at that was announced on the PlayStation blog when they announced stuff like Doom 3 and Fracked. And they had some cool stuff coming out. So wanted to get caught up because I typically do everything on parole when it comes to these podcasts and stuff and discussions. But there's a lot to talk about. So a quick recap. PS5, PSVR 2 was announced earlier this year, and it's amazing. What's up, Tax Refund? You got me all to yourselves, man. All to yourselves. Make sure you share me evenly, though. Kill Artist, what's up, man? But PSVR 2 is officially announced. Now, it's not officially called PSVR 2 yet, but I feel like that's likely what they're going to call it. If not, maybe PlayStation 5 VR. Either one is pretty fine by me, but I think looking at the success that the Quest had, it would make more sense to me to just call it PSVR 2. That's what everybody already calls it, so why not just go with that? I hope they just don't try to get too fancy with it and make something bad. We are officially underground. Welcome to my underground lair, guys. Thank you. What up, Hack Player? It was fun playing with you, Hack. Playing Synth Riders. I've been trying out some games on the Quest 2 that are coming to PlayStation VR later, and Synth Riders multiplayer, guys. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I know this sounds weird, but it is seriously the closest thing to like a Mario Kart experience, like multiplayer experience in VR that I've had yet. More than any kart racer that I've played so far. So, what's up, Donatello? Shades of Grey Matter. Good to see you, Stingray X. All you guys pouring in here now. Good to see you guys. Welcome. But so with the PS5, PSVR 2 announced, they did say that there's going to be a single wire cable, but they haven't actually specified whether or not that cable is going to be detachable at all. So there's still like some specifics that we're waiting on, but I think people are going to be pretty excited overall. The other thing to be excited about is the wider field of view. And then the wider field of view is a big deal. I don't think people really realize that yet. And then, of course, the one big thing that we are totally excited about are the orbs. Hold on. I've got it so it looks like I've got really short arms. Oh, but they've got orbs on them, and they are perfect. Orbs. But yeah, man, the haptics, adaptive triggers, those controllers are going to be dope as hell. What is up, Decepticon, Niles, Ryan, the Game Feline? Yeah, so the funny thing about so there's what's up, Zakataka LC? Good to see you guys. Did you like that? Orbs. What's up, Ash? But yeah, so these are all like a lot of things that are actually confirmed by Sony, and that's whatever Sony says. Jim Ryan, Herman Holst, anybody from Sony, whatever the official word is the only thing that we can like say is set in stone, even though they've said that a lot of this stuff might not be like totally set in stone, but those we mostly know. Now, there was this rumor, I like it, Blue Jew. There was this rumor that came out, I think, last week, and we had kind of a crazy week last week with this rumor about the holiday 2022 release. Now, initially, I believe, and I still kind of believe, that we might still get it earlier than that. I still feel like it's going to be a it's going to be an early release, but I do really like the evidence that was presented. I think it's really solid evidence showing that it could be a holiday 2022 release, and especially the reaction that people have had has been fairly positive about it, because a lot of people are still trying to get PS5s. This also gives Sony a lot more time to get more tech, better tech at a cheaper price. And speaking of which, what's up, Billy Goat? Nihilus Ryan, thank you so much for the donation. Says donating for T-Rex orb arms. Orbs. But what up, Aceville? But so this is the interesting part about that rumor that I'm really interested in is the OLED screens, because I figured as a cheaper solution they were going to go to LCD. But if they have some kind of deal and a good standing with Samsung and good able to manufacture some pretty good things at a decent price, also maybe by that time, what up, Seven? What up, GC13 Diet Pepsi Cat? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Then, you know, the OLED is nice because that's the biggest surprise to me. Because, let's see, you say Kenny G music. Was that the intro? Maybe he's talking about that. That was actually Dreams. I've actually got Dreams playing in the background. That's behind here. It's a satisfying spinning disc animation. It's one of my favorite little dream art pieces that plays music as well. See, it plays music. It plays music. If I turn it up, especially, it plays music. Yeah. Get it nice and atmospheric in here. But I have no idea how loud that is. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, Ash VR says, I love Sony OLED screens. You know, the OLED about that, you get like these super amazing contrast and colors. The blacks are super black. The color, like any game that's super colorful, just bursts with color, and it looks really good. And that's the one thing that I'm pretty excited about. But that being said, those are expensive. OLED is way more expensive than LCD. So you know, again, these are just rumors right now, very good rumors. But I'll be interested to see if they actually come to fruition or not. But it would make sense. It's pretty practical. So, but super excited. Can't wait to hear more. I'm expecting personally that we hear. I'm expecting to hear that more after the summer, maybe after this summer of huge PSVR games, and then whenever after Horizon Zero Dawn. I feel like after Horizon is out, after summer and stuff is out, then and then they might start doing showcases for the PSVR 2, more details, headsets. GC13 says, wait, Interactive Chat Volume 1, I know you've done this before. This is false advertising. Hey, you know what? I paid you to be here, GC13, so just accept the money and make me look cool and don't call me out, and I'd appreciate that. No, it's I don't know. I don't know why I keep calling it Interactive Volume 1. It just reminds me of demo discs from back in the day. I actually stole the demo disc picture and put my own stuff in there for those old school people that used to like those demo discs like I did. Total clickbait. Yep. That's what the cat's the clickbait part. I don't think the you know, that's none of that, but the cat is definitely to make you click on this video. Nobody would have clicked on the video until they saw the cat, and then they're like, okay, we'll click on it now. Oh, I was supposed to make you look cool. Oh, I'm sorry. That's kind of a hard thing to do, though. I mean, I don't know. Much love, GC. Thank you all for being here, man. Um, you, you'll see Volume 2 one day. DJ the Pumpkin Patch Kid says, I finally got my pre-order in for a PS5. If anyone in England is still after one, go to your local game store. Mine should arrive in 2 weeks. Yeah, I did hear that starting tomorrow or today or something, that UK stores are going to start filling up with some in stock in stores. I also just got an email for those who are still out trying to get a PS5. I just got an email saying you've been invited for this Thursday for another drop, and you'll have the choice of a PS4 5 digital or physical disc version. So I thought that was interesting. And I don't know why they sent that to me because I already have one. I never signed up for it, to be honest with you. I never, maybe I did back in the day, and I never actually followed through with it. I got mine from Amazon, so maybe that's why. But I have no idea. Hip Hop Gamer did an interview with an engineer at AMD in like 2018 and pretty much confirmed wireless PSVR. If they do go wireless, I feel there will be a minimal drop in graphical fidelity. You know, I'm still waiting to see about that. I mean, I mean, you would think that, but the only thing we do know is that it will have a wire. Again, we don't know the specifics of that. We don't know if that means it will actually be detachable or not. And if it is a holiday 2022 release, that probably increases the chances of it having some kind of wireless solution. And sorry if you hear loud storms. It started storming like right before I started this, so I don't control the weather, unfortunately. Something else I paid GC13 to do that she failed. But yeah, you know, if it is, part of me still feels like it's going to be sooner than that. What's up, Triangulator? It still feel like it's going to be possibly earlier than holiday 2022, but we don't know. But I think that's one of the big benefits, if it is later on, is that we will get better tech in it, maybe, potentially. Maybe wireless. And if not, if the new one comes out and it's only wired, then I feel like there's going to be a PSVR Pro or a PSVR 2 Pro model that comes out later that might be wireless. But they are building an entire new system for it, so we just don't know. And we'll have to figure it out, or we'll wait to see more. Hopefully, like I said, by October is when I expect to start seeing more, and then definitely by the beginning of the year, we start seeing a lot more. Interactive AJ does secrets of what's up, man? It says AJ, does interactive chat mean you have a button to press as well? I wish. That's a good idea. I need to make this interactive where you can push a button on the stream just to satisfy your ADD. What's up, 12-Toe Game Dog? How difficult would it be to make an attachable USB-C light bar to emulate the DS4 for backward compatibility? A detachable USB-C light bar So 12. I think the easier solution here would be just to make, well, if the I don't know if this I'm guessing the DualSense, yes I have one here, don't ask why, has any infrared technology in it or something, but I would be curious to see if there is some way that the new headset could track this. I bet you it could track this controller, maybe, and they could implement it that way because it's the same layout as a DualShock 4. So I don't actually know. And, we've had this conversation about backwards compatibility, and it extends much more than just, can we play PSVR 1 games on PSVR 2? It's also going to be like, well, can PSVR 2 be played on PS4? And I think the answer is clear there, though, that it's probably not. Donatello, the Dreaming About PSVR 2 GameCat says, thank you for always giving us all the PSVR news goodness. Always appreciate your deep dive in PSVR news. Thank you guys, man. Thank you so much for being here and talking about PSVR with me. Of course, says the good thing about Sony is whatever the make tends to have a long lifespan. So wireless version makes sense. Wireless version, something makes sense. They can release the tech and improve the next one for PS6. Well, yeah, by PS6, it's going to basically be the holodeck at that point. No, we have a couple generations. I mean, VR is advancing way faster than normal games industry stuff did because we already have an outline of kind of what we want. And I'm really glad to see, I'm really glad to see Sony kind of leading the charge and to bring it into mainstream because a lot of the VR enthusiast side of developers and stuff are so stuck on what the tech has to do. They want to be able to walk around their house with a VR headset on and like change the look of their house. And we're like, no, I like Sony's approach of the hybrid of having video games mixed with that immersive technology that makes an awesome experience. And to me, that's what's going to make it mainstream. Nothing else is. All that, like nothing else has proven to do it before. And I really think that, gaming is how VR enters the mainstream in the long run. Dark Thoughts, the Game Cat, what up, man? But yeah, I think there could be a second wireless model in the future, perhaps. It would be cool, man. So as for PS5s, guys, Professor Lilith, shout out to Professor Lilith. She posted in Discord earlier. Make sure you join our Discord if you haven't. It's on my banner if you need a link, or it's in my about page on my channel. By the way, I have a new banner. I posted this to all my Patreons. Shout out to all my Patreons out there. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea how much you help me continue doing this. I promise you save my ass like every single month. Because I just love doing this, but it's not exactly something that pays well. So thank you guys for supporting me in the meantime. Anyways, what was I saying? She bought a digital PS5 from Walmart, and they upgraded her for free to a disc version. And I've been hearing more and more reports of that. So, guys, if possible, go and see if you can actually try to order or pre-order, get one from Walmart. And, unless you just absolutely can't have the digital one, but you might pay $400 for a physical edition PS5. That's pretty cool. Save you $100. It's a good way to do it. He says, "Is that an Astrobot in the microphone?" Yes. I deconstructed Astrobot and made him into a show mic. What's up, Kyle Necht? And I saw Justin Cassidy. What's up, guys? I'm trying to keep up with as many comments as I can. I will answer what I do for work on another time. For this, my job right now is PSVR entertainment. It's a small niche crowd, but it's the best. So you said you wish there was a Walmart in the UK. Well, if not, there is they're supposed to be hitting stores again, stock in the store again. Thank you, man. Thank you, Offcore. I'm trying my best here. DJ, the Pumpkin Patch Kid. Shout out to Petrifying Pumpkins and his people out there. I like Petrifying Pumpkins because he's such a Sony pony. And like, I keep things neutral. I'm like, no, there's no console wars, and he doesn't care. He'll attack anybody that isn't PlayStation. And so the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Thank you so much, DJ. Appreciate the support, dude. Very, very much appreciated. Scott Jessico PSN Harry Fella says, "Hey AJ, GameCats Future Past, Scott Jessico here. Viewer takeover question: what flat PS5 game would you like to play in VR the most when PSVR 2 comes out, not including Resident Evil 8?" I'm glad you asked this question, Scott, because I was actually meaning to bring this up. Something very special about the orbs. Wait, hold on. Let me move my arms. Orbs. Look, I love doing this. Yes. My short little T-Rex orbs arms. They're super immersive, though. Orbs. When looking at the buttons on the orb controllers, there's not 4 buttons on each one. And this is one of the things I feel like may be a problem for the backwards compatibility of PSVR 1 games, because there's less buttons, I believe. There's way more buttons on the on the Move controller, surprisingly. But there's actually two face buttons. There's like a square and an X on one, and then there's like a triangle and a circle on the other. And this really got me thinking about the way they designed the orbs. And that is, it's basically, functionality-wise, it's kind of like a DualSense, but split in half. And I find that really interesting. I find that potentially meaning a way for a lot of PS5 games in the future, a lot of games, to adapt VR more easily. So we might see a huge amount of support for PS5 games getting VR support in the future, because the way these are designed, they just feel like they look like a DualSense button mapping wise and stuff, of course. And certain mechanics are going to be replaced. Like instead of certain buttons, instead of opening like inventory, you've got like grab buttons now. You can do everything like how Saints and Sinners does. Where is it? Right there. Saints and Sinners and No Man's Sky. These games do a great job of actually grabbing things on your back, on your chest, on your waist, and doing things. That's going to replace a lot of buttons right there. And then, like, typical games these days, you run up to a thing and you press X and you jump up there. No, you're going to be able to just run and grab a wall and climb over it or something like that. And so, like, a lot of stuff is going to be replaced with these new immersive mechanics. And that's something I really, really can't wait to see. I hope a lot of these developers are taking note of what is working and what we hated this first generation. There's games like Saints and Sinners that seem like they got every single thing right. And then there's games like L.A. Noire, the VR case files, which, like, you instead of climbing, it's like they have you highlight something, press a button, and you teleport up. If they make Grand Theft Auto 5 in VR, which I firmly believe they will, I really hope that I get to actually reach out, grab, and climb these objects, climb these like things around buildings and stuff instead of pressing a button to do it. Less button inputs are going to be important. There's other ways to do this, and more is going to be standardized once we have the power of the orbs. I got to move orbs. But thank you for the question, Scott, and thank you for the donation, man. Ash, yeah, I didn't really think about it until I was revisiting the pictures of the controllers, and yeah, I just noticed, I'm like, why does this have less buttons? Why doesn't each controller have a triangle, circle, X, square? And then I was like, oh, because if you split it in half, it's like it just halved them. But LC says, gotta say, to be able to do this and talk so in depth about PSVR completely on your own and have to be super entertaining. Oh, and an interesting, takes an insane amount of talent. I could never do this. Oh, well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I just I don't shut up. And Brian's on vacation and Dave is sick, and I could just talk about this shit all day, man. And I have so much fun. I love PSVR so much. I talk about it in my own time. I look at it when I'm not here or streaming or on PSVR Without Parole or doing something. I can guarantee you, if I'm not doing something I have to be doing, I will be probably playing VR. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support as always. You hope Jamie Clark says, I hope GTA comes out for PS4 as well. I wouldn't expect it to. I think there's a clear distinction between last gen and this gen. Sony has made that very clear. That's why no PS5. There's like if a game is on PS5, it has to have a PS5 SKU. There's some games that take advantage of some of the horsepower of PlayStation VR. Of the PS5, like No Man's Sky, add resolution patches, add pixel density upgrades, stuff like that. But those are PS4 versions running with a boosted backwards compatibility mode. So, yes. So guys, but anyways, so keep an eye on your email. I didn't actually sign up for anything recently regarding requesting a PS5 list or anything. But I did actually. There's that beta for the next. There's a beta for the next PS5 system thing. That's the only thing I can think of that I signed up for. But I mean, that should show that I already have one. So I think I just signed up for it in the past, and they're just still sending me the emails. I wish I could like transfer the thing to somebody. So be like, hey, I got my PS5. Let me give it to somebody else. But anyways, moving on. Hitman 3 is 35% off. It is currently $38.99, under $40. This is easily a AAA VR game. I got to be honest with you. I think that at least on a PS4 Pro and PS5, I really think that Hitman 3 might be visually the most impressive game. Let me see if I can grab some pictures here real quick. It is, and like, not to mention it visually impressive, but I just think it is just overall just an amazing game. I mean, look at this. This is a screenshot that I took. The characters look a little iffy, but if you look around, like, this is a screenshot that I took in VR with my headset from the PS5. This is just a crappy in-game screenshot. But it looks almost that good. It looks just about that good, if not the same or better, in VR. And it is just an amazing looking game. And whenever somebody says, like, you know, PSVR games are too blurry, they don't look great, whatever, I'm just like, no, like, go, you haven't played Hitman 3. These are all my screenshots that I took. And these look insane in VR. So Hitman 3 being $38.99, under $40 right now. Just want to make you guys aware, because it is easily my game of the year so far. Doom 3 was great. There's been a couple other ones, but Hitman 3 is by far the best game. And it's, again, I wish we had, I do wish it had move support. But I will say it's another one of those, like Resident Evil 7, these hybrids where it was like they couldn't maybe get it to work with the moves. And so instead they just got it to work with the DualShock. So it's kind of a hybrid VR experience. Jupiter Skies, what's up? It says, can I play Hitman with the DualSense? You cannot, unfortunately, because it is light bar tracked. So any VR game that needs light bar tracking, you cannot play with the DualSense. There's the only games that I really recommend with the DualSense are the Persistence, which is a fantastic game, highly recommend, and Drive Club. Even though Drive Club's turned off, the multiplayer servers are turned off. I do like the single player campaign. It kind of grew on me, and both of those feel really good with the DualSense. Glacier Streams says, AJ, question: have you done any modifications to your setup in regards to hardware or environment to improve tracking? No, no. I just follow the regular rules of like don't stand in front of a window, don't stand with a bunch of reflective surfaces behind you. And it's not always just windows and glass and stuff. The wall can have a reflective surface if you have a bright wall. I don't do anything like that, but I will say I have like a certain setup, but it's nothing like no modifications, no tips or no tricks like that. No green screen, no green lights, anything like that. I've never had that much of a problem just avoiding the things. And some of it you have to kind of just use common sense, like having it up on the TV and tilted down a little bit so that when your hands are out in front of you, it sees the mask, it sees your hands, both hands, kind of has a better placement of them. Yeah, so no modifications. Yes, I do wish, Zaka, that they would add PSVR 2. Dirt Rally 2 support as well. I'm sure, I'm sure that some of those tricks do work. But like, if your room is pitch black and you're having tracking issues, still turn your light on or have a dim light. You know what I mean? Or if the light's on and you're having tracking issues, turn the light out or dim the light. You know what I mean? You got to kind of like play with it. But typically, most of the time, if you have tracking issues, it is setup related. There's a couple games that get a little drift and stuff. Some play better than others, especially once you get your hands. It's whenever you bring everything in really close to each other is when it gets the the worst. What's up, Sylvia X Gaming? Says screenshot and capture live is different than see with your one eyes. No. Well, my point is that Hitman 3 looks incredible. The capturing stuff, it typically would look different, but I'm telling you, it doesn't really look much different than that. And plus, you have the depth. In fact, I would say it looks better in VR than the pictures, because in the flat picture, you don't see the scale, the size of everything. You don't see the depth, the color. We were just talking about the OLED screen on the PSVR. That's something that people absolutely love. And those colors look so rich and so nice. And then, of course, the power of the PS4. Something I've always liked about PlayStation hardware and game designs is that they always have these like amazing reflective surfaces. Lighting is so key to making a good picture. And like these pictures aren't even perfect either. But just trust me, they are amazing. It looks incredible, man. It looks absolutely incredible. Could tracking, Shades of Grey says, could tracking get messed up by certain color codes? Yes. Anything, it just sees color. So if you have, let's say you have a blue controller, like the light is blue and one is red. If you're wearing like a red shirt that matches that color, it can definitely confuse the thing. And this isn't like, it's the same thing goes for like the Quest. The Quest uses infrared and stuff, but if you try to play the Quest with the lights out, and it can't see the controllers, like it has a hard time tracking. You have to have some sunlight or some sort of light so that the Quest headset can see the controllers. There isn't some just magical technology yet where it tracks it one-to-one without being able to see the object. And if anything distorts that vision of the object, which whether it be light, whether it be whatever it is, it will lose the tracking of the thing. So guys, in other news, today is Amazon Prime Day. For those who don't know, I'm excited because I picked up some new equipment. I bought a ring light, so hopefully I'll have a better source of light. I bought a lamp recently, and the lamp died within a week. Piece of crap. But I was really liking having the light on here. It just looks better. It looks more professional and better lighting and stuff. So I bought like that. I bought a new headset for my setup, for my streaming setup, because I get a lot of bleed through. That robot voice like comes through the thing a lot. And for some streams coming up in the future, that might be kind of previewing some games coming out, some stuff. I really don't want to have that noise bleeding through the entire time. But let's see. So, but the one big piece of hardware that I saw while I get this picture, the one big piece of hardware that I saw was the Thrustmaster. Yes, look at that kitty. Look at it, kitty. It's great, isn't it? Let's see. Do you think tracking issues will be fixed with PSVR? I don't think all tracking issues will be fixed with PSVR 2 because even the Quest has minimal tracking issues, but I think it will be very, 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 very improved. But vroom vroom. Hey, can I drive these with the orbs? Let's see here. But for $129, I got too much stuff on the screen now. I don't know what to do. For $129.99 on Amazon Day today, and I think tomorrow, the T150. This picture is the T150 Pro, which has the clutch pedal and is meant for it's meant for a stick shift, which I still haven't bought. But there is the regular T150 on Amazon right now, the Thrustmaster T150 for $129.99. That is the lowest I have ever seen that price, and that is the lowest I've seen it in years and years. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. I'm having fun with it too, Orbs. I'm just so many. I'm trying to operate so many things at once. Now I know how Brian feels. Let's see. Nice. Congratulations on your 4K TV. But yeah, so the significance of the Thrustmaster is that Not only does it play games like, well, you can play if you have GT Sport, it works with that. It works with Dirt Rally. GT Sport and Dirt Rally are the best games to use with it. Also, Drive Club works with it pretty well, but I do like Drive Club with the DualShock for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then maybe Dash Dash World will use it. And then there's one more. What is that game called? Touring Carts, which works with it. But the good thing about it is that it is compatible with PS5. So, and this has the force feedback, which I absolutely love. Like if you're sliding across a dirt road, it actually like vibrates or shakes and stuff. So that is really, really cool stuff. But I highly recommend, if you have it in the budget, to give that a shot. Check it out. I think it's not necessarily just because of what's available right now. There's not enough support for it right now that I would say, but I think for the future, VR, and I used to love arcade racing games because of like that thing, but in VR, it is like that on steroids. It is so much better. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get a drink of water real quick. I'm talking so much here. All right. Let's see. No problem, Sylvia. Yeah, great wheel for Gran Turismo for sure. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, there's some great physical games on sale as well. I saw Iron Man was like $20. Saints and Sinners was like $30. I think Saints and Sinners was recently digital, a little bit cheaper though. But if you're a physical collector, then it might be something worth looking at. But I think it's been lower than that as well. Now, I absolutely believe Saints and Sinners is worth full price, $40 physical and stuff. But what's wrong with saving a little money? We're all smart with we all got to be smart. Shop smart, shop S-smart, as somebody I used to know used to say. But yeah, I would take a look at that. I've got it posted on my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter at PSVR Underground, you can take a look at it as well. There's another wheel as well that's on sale. Both are, I think, around the same price. I don't know. Yes, Secrets of S is their force feedback on the T150. That is correct. It is a heavy-duty, awesome wheel, and it does have force feedback. And it doesn't have the clutch pedal, but it does have the little bumper things, which I don't use those anyways. But it is dope in VR. Highly recommend. But Amazon Prime Day should be going on, I think, like today and tomorrow. Maybe I think you've got like less than 24 hours or something. But you should still have time. Justin got that reference. I'm also trying to keep up with all the comments as much as possible because this is interactive chat. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you coming to support me in my lonesome and rant about PSVR. In other news from our Discord, Twitcher posted something about Dreams multiplayer. Not anything. No, obviously, this is something that we've been waiting for in Dreams for quite some time. But I thought it was interesting the way they worded this, and I wanted to take a look at it. They said, let's see here. Let me bring it up. I thought I had it ready. Sorry about that. But they were talking about Dreams multiplayer support, and they were looking for some people, and boom, here we go. Let me bring this up. All right, so it says that environment designer, Media Molecule. This looks like a hiring page thing, and it says we're looking for talented level/world designers /creators to create online multiplayer environments in Dreams. Online multiplayer environments in Dreams. We're looking for a mid-level senior designer with online multiplayer or co-op experience to be part of an award-winning team design build. Blah blah blah. So I thought this was interesting for one reason. I've been wondering about how they're going to implement multiplayer. Like, are they just going to say, oh, you can just add in a person or add in another player that can come and connect to it? It's going to be interesting. But with this, this is what caught my attention here. They're saying that they want people they need people to create online multiplayer environments. So I don't know if this means there's going to be hubs, like multiplayer hubs where you can meet and get together. Is it going to be a different menu, a different interface kind of thing within Dreams? Or is it going to be like Rec Room, which kind of is the same thing as well? And like Rec Room, where there's actually like, are they going to build multiplayer games? But the whole point of Dreams really is to make your own game. So I'd imagine if they go with something kind of like the Rec Room route, I think that would be really cool. Where they have like pre-made things for people to enjoy. But then also being able, or they could have like a central hub as well that you can meet people online, like a social hub would be a good idea as well. It'd be kind of, I'm thinking kind of like the rec center thing. But thank you, Kill Artist. What's up, Ghost Fire Killer? Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you guys. But yeah, I don't know how they are going to do this, but I do hope to see multiplayer sooner than later, because I feel like that is something that could really give Dreams a boost. I'm glad they targeted VR first, because it's just amazing what we're capable of doing in that game. Absolutely incredible in there. Perhaps Super Dexter Murphy, what's up, says perhaps they want to make some kind of showcase for multiplayer like when they introduced VR. Maybe they could do. They have the Dreamscom going on this week, and they do like showcase some games. They do like a whole theater thing. It looks like a red carpet thing, like they stole it from the Oscars or something. And they have their own like Dreams Oscars thing they do. Welcome everybody who's joining. Orbs. But yes, DJ, oh my God, yeah, you just got me thinking about all the potential games too. That Tron game, Hypercycle Arena, God, that with multiplayer, oh my God, that I don't think there's a game I want with multiplayer more. Also, I'd probably add extra players into Dream Borders so that you could do. I think the only thing that could really make me like retool a lot of Dream Borders is multiplayer and make it so you could race competitively. That would be a lot of fun. That would actually bring a lot of the spirit back of Dream Borders, what I was going for there, rather than just racing against a time that doesn't matter or anything. Peter Cordova says, hi again, AJ. Hello. You're satisfying my VR itch because of the No Gamescast today. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like I said, the guys are out today, but they'll be back. I think Brian comes back tomorrow, and then our show late night tomorrow, and then shows should resume Wednesday. They chose a good time, though, because there wasn't really a whole lot of news, but I still had a lot of stuff I had to get off my chest because I love talking about PSVR and have so much to talk about all the time. What's up, Genetic Blasphemy? All right, so in other news, something big is happening this week, and that is the Tetris Effect connected beta. So it's not going to be the most perfect thing, but guys, I can't tell you how much I love Tetris Effect. I played more this weekend, and I've been kind of like how I've been playing a lot of Firewall in anticipation for the new season coming up. I've been playing a lot of Tetris Effect as well, because otherwise you will steamroll me because I'm not very good at it, and I need to be like semi-competent at it. But that beta starts this week, so keep an eye out for that. If you have Tetris Effect already, you'll get access to it. If you don't, then you'll be able to you'll be able to sign up for it with Tetris Effect Connected or something like that. You might have to sign up for it. So make sure you go to the PlayStation blog, follow that link, and register for the beta. Even though I have Tetris Effect, I went ahead and registered for the beta anyways, just to make sure. Sergeant Frosty says, I jumped on Firewall earlier and highly regret it. I played with a Sergeant earlier. That wasn't you, though, Frosty. I doubt it. I jumped in, and it was awesome. So, guys, No Man's Sky also has a rumor for something, so the Tetris Effect beta starts this week. That's going to be a big deal. That's going to be really awesome. But there's another rumor of something maybe happening this week, and that is a possibility of No Man's Sky Expedition 3. Another game that I've been playing the absolute hell out of. I love No Man's Sky to death. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And the Expedition 3 might be starting this week. I follow a lot of Captain Steve and Procedural Traveler. Those are just two regular dudes that just really love No Man's Sky and talk about it all the time. So and they follow every single thing. Like how I follow PSVR, they follow No Man's Sky. So they're really great at keeping me informed and stuff. And shout out to those guys holding it down. But I think Captain Steve mentioned that maybe Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, there's going to be something, maybe Expeditions 3. But typically these updates have been on Wednesdays. So I'm personally expecting Wednesday if it repeats the same kind of pattern. But, man, if it's another Expedition, I got to make sure, what up, Zach Lightning, Braxton B, good to see you. Dark Thoughts, you as well. And David says, I missed the previous Expeditions. I did too, man, and I regret it so much. Well, maybe not so much, but I do kind of regret missing the last Expeditions. But I can just, that game is absolutely amazing. And I wanted to show you guys something. I don't know who, again, for those who don't have Twitter, I posted this on Twitter, I posted this on Discord, but I have been making an F-Zero inspired racetrack in No Man's Sky because yes, you can make racetracks. No Man's Sky is a great sandbox game. I mean, it's a sandbox game that's not just open world but open universe, and it's absolutely amazing. What's up, TYTY? But so I wanted to give you guys a special little sneak peek. I don't have any footage yet, but I'm still working on it. But here is, for those who have ever seen Big Blue from F-Zero, this is the starting line. You can see in the picture, you can see the track, and then you see the start line, the race initiator. That's the start and the finish. And then you see like the things on the sides. I tried to like emulate those like little ball things that were like on the side of the tracks. But that's just from the start line, and it's pretty cool. And then the other thing as well is, and that's of course going to be racing with the thing. Here's a top-down view of the track. This is from looking at the track from the sky. You can see the entire track right there. That's from looking at it from the sky in my ship. You can see the entire racetrack that goes around. I tried to make it 1-to-1 to the original. I tried to make it faithful to the original, but I also didn't want it to be super boring, so I added in a whole bunch of stuff myself. But there's a good look at it right there, and I'm putting my own little touches on it. But that track is basically almost the exact same shape as the original Big Blue track and everything. And Decepticon, you need to make some bite beats. So that I can have I need the bite beat for Big Blue track. But yeah, there's a look at that again. There's the start line, and then there's like the sky view. But I can't wait for you guys to try it out. I put boost pads over the whole thing, so it's like super fast, and it should be a lot of fun, man. But guys, I mean that's pretty much it for now. I did my best. There was really not a lot of news today, to be honest with you. There wasn't a whole lot of news, so just wanted to get caught up on several different things. But I really appreciate all you guys jumping in. It's really good to see you. Go green and game on. You love the Big Blue soundtrack. Nice. There's also a jazz version. Oh, sweet. I love like remixes. Usually I go for like a metal remix, but I wouldn't mind. Flame Hat, Game Cat. What's up, dude? But guys, thank you so much for hanging out today, and I hope you're all having a great week. I hope you all do have a great week. But yeah, man, I will see you guys again Wednesday on PSVR Without Parole. Thank you for all the Darkwing Chuck says play 20 questions with yourself. Is it Farpoint? Yes, it is. I win. Yay. Yay. But guys, you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. I will see you again Wednesday. And you guys take care. Let's get some outro music here. Where's the El Gato? Appreciate you. I'll still do a shout out. Thank you, GC13. Thank you, Jupiter Skies. Thank you, Blue Jew, the Underground Game Cat. Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you, Justin Cassidy, LC 2552 Beats. Super Dexter Murphy, Off Core, Donatello, Flamehack Game Cat. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much. Dark Thoughts, Tax Refund, Philip Rabchin. What's up, dude? Brax Hack. Keeping it lit, y'all. I will see you guys again Wednesday or maybe sooner. I don't know. We'll see. Later, y'all. Thank you for tuning into another Interactive Chat Volume 1. Later, Secrets of Shades of Grey Matter.